Switching to a solar power generator, we are constantly being encouraged to use renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power. Over the last few years there has been a massive growth in the number of people installing solar power generators on their property. These people are saving hundreds of dollars a year by generating their own electricity, avoiding the need to rely on the national power grid. Once installed, a solar power generator will provide continuous electricity at no cost at all. The only requirement is plenty of sunlight. Solar power is a clean and renewable power source, and many countries are encouraging people to invest in buying their own solar power generator. The governments of some countries also offer financial incentives to people if they decide to have generators installed on their house. Nobody wants to pay ever-increasing electricity bills. And solar power is fast becoming a viable and affordable alternative to lining the pockets of the multi-billion-dollar power companies. A solar power generator is clean and renewable. We regularly hear about how oil and nuclear power used as fuel sources damage the planet. Not to mention the risks in terms of danger to the public through oil spills and nuclear accidents. Solar power is a totally clean power source. It uses light obtained from the sun to generate free electricity. And a solar generator will continue to provide this free electricity as long as the sun continues to shine. The sun is not likely to disappear anytime soon, so it is quite safe to say that solar power is renewable. However, we can't say the same about oil or gas because there is a finite supply of these resources and eventually they will run out. So by switching to solar power, people are not only helping themselves by reducing their bills, they are also reducing the amount of electricity used throughout the national power grid. Electricity today is mainly generated by hydroelectric or nuclear power stations. There is a massive environmental impact on our planet from these power stations, and the effects such as global warming and depletion of natural resources will affect generations to come. Up until recently, as a civilization we have been prepared to pay this price. However, over the last few years, major governments have come together and agreed to try and find alternative ways to generate electricity in an attempt to help save the planet. Solar power generator for free electricity. The cost of electricity is increasing all the time and some people just can't afford to heat their homes. Luckily, advances in technology means that the cost of the materials to manufacture a solar generator has fallen. This means they are more affordable to the average householder. Nowadays, millions of people have made the switch to solar. It is not uncommon to walk down a street in any town, see several houses with solar panels on their roof or in their yard. People are sick of paying the extortionate energy prices and are increasingly investing in their own solar generators to produce their own free electricity. For a relatively small one-off cost they can have one installed that can meet their electrical needs the whole year round. In some cases, they are even able to sell the surplus electricity they generate back to the power companies. Normally when one family has a solar power generator installed in the neighborhood, word of how much money is saved soon gets around and other householders get in on the act. The money saved on bills means that the initial investment of installing a solar power generator can be recovered in a year or two. So there is little doubt that it makes sense to go solar. Find out more at yourfreesolarenergy.com.